Test 1 2, test 1 2. Jimmy eats cats. Testing 1 2 3. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second match of this best of 3 grudge match tonight between ANU and UC. Let's hear some noise for these boys!
People!
That's better, that's better. It's your boy, Zach Patterson, back with Jimmy Preacherfu. Gonna talk you through what's going on here tonight. Are you excited, Jimmy?
I'm excited. You messed it up a little bit. You forgot your own name, but otherwise that's fine.
Mate, it's difficult when you're basically saying your name twice.
Yeah, exactly. Oh well.
It's a rough life I have to live being so unoriginal that I chose basically my last name to call myself my alias.
There you go.
But speaking of aliases, we have some new aliases showing up in this game that's about to begin. Who have we got from the UC? I think there's a new player.
Yeah, we actually got a sub in, but he will still be playing on the Stonefall. Nah, different one. OMGG.
So wait, did they just double swap subs on us after we
swap
discovered
subs?
this information? Are you guys seriously messing with us that much tonight? What happened to Daimon? He gone? You sub? Well, he's the sub.
Oh, okay, cool. Sweet.
UC hate us. Let's all just bag on UC a bit more. They just keep giving us false information. It's definitely to do with their degrees. Moving right along. ANU are subbing in 2 players as well. Hey, if it's not my fault, they tell me the wrong thing constantly. ANU are subbing in 2 players. I believe, who we got? Ume Prime?
We got Ume Prime and Flirty Boy here.
Flirty Boy.
Love those names. Love those names.
Oh, it's a name to drop my pants at least, you know. Well, I'm easy, but you know.
There we go. Ume Prime, he was their coach before. Now he's going to be stepping in. He'll be one of the players instead of the coaches. He's not going to have those strats in his mind. He just wants to make the plays.
He's going to be making them plays too. And where is Ume Prime moving to? I believe it's the top lane?
Top lane?
Top lane.
Top lane?
Do we know his mains? He's like...
Well, support.
He's actually tricked us again.
LoL players, right?
They can't decide on what lane they want to play, so he's now the support. So all the information we got about his top lane is irrelevant.
Irrelevant. Right. Completely irrelevant.
All right, I'm getting the eyes, but I don't care. Jim just wants to make sweet, delicious brownies with me later on. Flirty Boy is... I have no idea where he's filling in now.
No idea at all.
Flirty Boy, where is Flirty Boy playing?
Flirty Boy.
Yeah,
what are you
doing,
buddy?
Is that the top lane seat? Are you actually in the right spot? But you weren't going to be top lane before, so... Alright.
Who knows? Who knows? It's all up in the air. I'm excited, as the crowd is, to discover who is going where.
With excitement and electricity tonight. You can see it, you can hear it. Yeah, that's a bit better.
It's all the Red Bull.
It's all that Red Bull pumping through their veins. So we got no idea what Flirty Boy is going to be doing in top, no idea what Ume Prime is going to be doing in the support, and I believe we do know one thing. One thing. Leet is moving to the jungle.
He's staying in the jungle.
Is he? Wasn't he moving to the jungle in this match?
Staying in the jungle.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah,
cool.
great. Yeah. No, but Leet, he performed really well in the jungle last game.
He did.
His Nidalee was just riveting. He didn't have the early game impact that we thought he would have, but he still put it out late.
Well,
his professionalism.
Here we go. We are into the pick ban phase. And Kindred, boom, insta-ban. Soraka, boom, insta-ban again. We're not sure why this Soraka ban keeps happening.
Yeah, this Soraka ban keeps on coming out time and time again. I guess he's one of those annoying champions who you just don't want to deal with. She runs around like Ejim Coin, woo! Just like sort of running around giving medical heals to everybody.
Was that your Ejim impersonation there?
He actually gave an interview where he said that.
I feel like that was on point. All right.
Amazing.
Another Trundle ban going down as well.
Trundle ban.
And that Zed that we assume is a awesome pick ban.
Move the camera so we can see the bands.
Move the camera so you can see the bands, boys.
It's
all right. We're telling you
voice.
anyway. Trundle, Kindred, Soraka, Zed, guys.
Yeah, Zed is off the table once again. What an opponent assassin that won't be going into the hands.
Malphite. Boom, gone.
Malphite off. So is Echo.
UC say, we ain't dealing with that again.
Yeah, that Malphite was a really big pick. He just devastated the enemy team. At least 2 or 3 people. Hope that's exactly how it goes.
ANU grabbing the Janna and the Gragas. And we have a hover of Sion.
Could be a Sion. I doubt it. He sort of fell out of popularity in top lane just because he's so hard to play in the top lane. He has a lot of counters and he doesn't quite bring anything to the table until level 6. Very hard to deal with, but he does have the stacking health. It's still extremely good.
Garen hover, but let's look at that Vlad for a moment. Vlad had a rework recently. Is he viable? It's next patch. I have apparently only watched.
That's exactly how it goes.
ANU grabbing the Janna and the Gragas. And we have a hover of Sion.
Could be a Sion. I doubt it. He sort of fell out of popularity in top lane just because he's so hard to play in the top lane. He has a lot of counters and he doesn't quite bring anything to the table until level 6. Very hard to deal with, but he does have the stacking health. It's still extremely good.
Garenhofer. But let's look at that Vlad for a moment. Vlad had a rework recently. Is he viable? It's next patch. I am apparently only watching PBE YouTube videos at the moment.
Yeah, you are, yeah.
And there it is. Scion is locked in.
Scion is locked in.
And Pantheon. So I believe we had some information on possibly a Pantheon, but we weren't expecting. Like, who cares about what information we had? All the work you did was just thrown out the window the moment these guys stepped in the room.
If you take a look at Scion, he has everything that he still has going for him. He's got the axe that you can just zone with if they don't move out of the way because they disrespect you. Well, they're going to get disrespected by being knocked up into the sky.
VZI locking in the vein.
Trying to mimic his Uzi counterpart, which he derived his name from, picking up the vein. He's trying to make all of the sick plays, deceive them with the stealth. I want to see how this turns out.
Let's see some tumbling fun here. Bit of parkour from the vein. And do you reckon that Vega will be locked in? I believe it was a support meta for a while with the Vega due to his stun.
Yeah, his stun was just so strong, lasted forever, had such a low cooldown. Unfortunately, switches it around. Will be an Orianna.
Orianna mid,
most definitely, yes.
Good. I didn't think the meta had gone so far that she was a support.
No, definitely not.
Will we see some insect plays at some stage?
Maybe. He just has to lease into his heart and go right for them.
Stop it, please. You hurt me on the
Well, at
inside.
least I can make some good puns.
You can indeed, but there we go. And they're at least locked in anyway, so...
There we go.
And did that just happen? Yeah, Morgana as well.
Morgana and Elise. Both of these champs are so strong at picking people out.
Ooh, do it!
The Teemo.
Do it! Wait, it's not Bard! We still don't have the Bard that we've all been wanting. I got people asking me in the crowd earlier for someone to play Bard. And we're going to be disappointed. Teemo! I think, if I'm right, he's actually building his masteries for Teemo. Do it! Meanwhile, we can have a look here and we see UC have basically finalised their team.
They've got such a strong pick comp. You got the Pantheon who jumps on somebody and then they don't move forever. You got the Cocoon coming out. But Rise. He's rising up. He's going to step up and hopefully perform where others have not. Take it for his team. Snowball early on. I'd love to see how this Rise goes. The standard build for Rise is to start off with a Dark Seal because it gives him mana, it gives him AP, it gives him extra health from potions. It's just all around an amazing item that also encourages him to get kills.
Indeed. So just quickly, the lineups look to be sorted. The swaps have been done. I believe UC will be going with ADC Ezreal, top lane Scion, Pantheon. Am I seeing that right? Is that
Pantheon mid?
Mid lane Pantheon.
Yeah, mid lane Pantheon.
Whatever. Elise in the jungle, followed by a Morgana support.
Yep, there it is.
On the offside, ANU are rocking a top lane Rise, jungle Gragas, mid lane Orianna, Vayne is the ADC, followed by a Janna support.
There you go. I think the most important thing to do on the side of UC is to build a lot of magic resist because you can't really build to counter the Vayne. And that's really all you have to do. Maybe the support can build a Frozen Heart, but that's really all you can do to counter the Vayne. Beyond that, you want to cancel the mid lane roams to top lane, you want to cancel the jungle ganks, and that's just a lot of magic damage that will be resisted.
Awesome, that sounds great. So, they're basically setting up a good comp that you believe should, pull them to that second game victory?
Maybe. That's all I can say about it. It looks like ANU want to take the scaling late, which may be a disadvantage because we got that Rift Herald, we got early Dragons, which count for a lot. If Team UC decide to go for those advantages, go for those jungle picks, then maybe they can just take this out from ANU.
Awesome. So thoughts on the mid lane Pantheon? That's not something I'm familiar with.
It's not something I'm familiar with either, but Pantheon does have a lot of scaling, a lot of base, guaranteed crit when the enemy is on low health, so it makes sense that you build a lot of AD. But the downside of building a lot of damage on Pantheon is the fact that you don't have a tank in the top lane. You can completely mitigate this though by just putting him in the mid.
Indeed, that seems to be what they've done by taking that Scion top. He's obviously going to build to a big super tank at some point.
He will.
And just soak that damage and also come back to life, I believe, and just pummel on them. If it works all in their favours. Let's see if... So, is IU Lovers moving from the mid lane into the ADC position?
Yes.
Is that right? So, we're not seeing some strange Morgana... Pantheon bot, but it is definitely a Ezreal bot. Okay.
Yeah. Another advantage of that Pantheon is that he can ult from mid lane, which is practically free ganks anywhere he chooses to. It's so hard to ping out Mia because he can just walk straight out and then just ult onto a lane. It's so hard to counterplay. It's so hard to predict. You can't call it every single time, and that one time you don't. He just goes straight for it, gets that kill.
Yeah, walk out of lane for a moment, enter a brush. Oh, suddenly he's bot lane.
Yeah, Pantheon got to gank him all.
Gotta gank 'em all, Pantheon. Good stuff overall. So, will VZI, I believe we actually spoke with him, he likes to be called, do well on this Vayne? Like,
hopefully.
Vayndictive went big. We were proud of him on that Draven. Hopefully Vizzy can, live up to that
Hopefully
legacy.
he can. This doesn't have the same sort of impact that Draven does. Draven just wants to fight a lot early because he's extremely strong with his base damage. Vayne just wants to take it as late as she possibly can. So we're going to see two different playstyles. If she does pick up a lot in this game, it won't be seen early.
Alrighty then, so it's a late game comp versus UC's what more? Early to mid?
Yeah, early to mid, definitely. UC just want to fight as early as they can. Ezreal has a 2-item power spike. Pantheon falls off massively late. Sion can engage fights whenever they want. And when somebody's picked out from any CC whatsoever, you got an Elise Cocoon, and you also got a Morgana Darkbind to just follow up on.
So the game could literally be almost decided within that first 20 minutes if everything goes to UC's plan. So we're about to get into it in 2 seconds, folks. Let's get ready.
Yep.
Here we go. Jumping on in just a second. Myself and Jimmy will have a seat here. Jimmy dealing with a horrible cold here tonight, folks.
Horrible cold, but I do what I love.
Many likes, many thumbs up on Facebook, and he will pull through, but only if you give him likes.
Only if you give me likes.
Only. There, here we go. Any moment now, the game will connect, and we'll be right in the middle of our second game, and it'll be good to see.
Do you believe in skins equal wins?
Skins definitely do, and just having a look there was a lot on one particular team.
Yeah.
Here we go, there's a Lumberjack Scion. I do like the look of that. Rise looking interesting. What's that Janna? That's the Fnatic Janna, I believe.
It is.
Ooh, maybe trying to channel a bit of those worlds. Did they win worlds? They
did.
Back with,
they did, of course they did.
Oh, that's how they got their Janna skin? Oh, a bit clueless myself. So we should see the standard posturing at the start of the game, moving out into that river area, planning those wards.
Exactly. It actually looks like both teams opt to go into the bot side, so they might meet each other.
Well, this is a big movement here from, I believe that's UC, moving as a group, as a 5, invading. Will they be able to catch anyone? They're warded out, and I think ANU is now well aware. But this gives the Rise an opportunity, I think, to put in some aggressive wards and basically, get that.
UC choose not to stop.
Yeah, they're just. What are they? They're hunting down
for
maybe an early
some
frame.
kills.
They're really angry. They lost that first game and they're out for blood straight away from the get-go. Level 1 fight. Let's go. Come on, do it. I believe in you all.
If you have to pull out a victory, you have to do it early. Get a lot of picks. Get a lot of plays. Gank early on. The disrespect in the mid lane, though.
Who is our mid laner? That's not.
OMGG.
Oh, it's OMGG. So which?
OMGG.
Oh, that's old mate. Yeah, Demon, I believe.
Demon.
Or was it? I'm not sure. Their names are not what they tell us. So leading the top lane there, playing a lovely Rise. Vizzy on Vayne. Umi Prime on the Janna. Sidestep God. Not in the top lane this time. He was a God in the top lane before. Yep. And OMGG. Ooh, the trades begin. Flirty boy. Probably not happy about that. Ooh,
yep.
A second trade. Here we go. He's angry. And what's that? That's that Storm Templar passive. I don't know what it is.
Thunderlord's Decree.
Thunderlord's Decree. And, a lot of early game damage going down here. OMGG is not letting Flirty Boy have an easy time.
No, and as we expected, Team UC is taking out the early game in all of their lanes, doing a lot of damage coming out of here.
So rude, so rude. So Hookyuu working his way onto that red buff, being tanked by his lovely little minions there. Easy jungle work from him. Gragas obviously on the opposite side, working on that blue buff. While
this is very standard. It looks like they're both either going to meet in the top lane if they both decide to gank, or maybe they'll just go back, because that is the standard strategy. You don't want to be too beat up when you go into a lane to gank. You just want to.
A bit of an exchange going on here. IU Lovers tagging down Vizzy a bit, and the support's trading a bit of damage there. But overall, IU Lovers doing some damage onto Vizzy, the ADC, but the support's not quite winning out.
No, they're not. It looks like both supports just want to poke out as hard as they can. They both got
lovely little Q there from that Ezreal, and some damage going down by the Rise top lane. Oh, a missed attempted a snare from the Morgana, and she's being punished for it as well.
Yeah, she's just going to be punished for it every single time she misses out on her abilities.
Cleverly walked out by Rise there.
Look,
And
Scion's actually surprisingly winning this. Given that Rise doesn't have that much of an early game, Scion is pulling him out a lot. And it's actually quite strange
Here we
that
go.
we see...
In the mid lane, is Gragas going to go for a attempt? So the aggression from OMGG. Oh, here we go.
Here we go, though.
Gragas is coming in.
Boy.
Lots of damage. He spots that Gragas coming, and he's running.
Gragas.
He's running right to the safety of his own jungler in Elise. And they're... Are they going to go for a
Pantheon's actually going
counter
upwards.
invade? Yeah, I think that's a...
Oh!
Here we go! Elise with the cocoon! Damage going down! They're chaining their stuns. Oh! Sidestep up, and will he burn away? And there it is!
First blood goes over to
blood goes
OMGG.
OMGG bringing in a nice frag there. Lovely gank.
What an amazing outplay, because right there, it looked like Hook U was coming for the gank. They didn't quite find it onto Flirty Boy, so instead, they both move into the enemy jungle, find out Sidestep got even further.
Oh, here we go. Nice snare going down to Vizzy. And there we go. Ezreal with the EQ combo, but the pull from Morgana managed to get the damage through, and it's very risky. And OMGG taunting his opponent, Flirty Boy, in the mid lane there a bit.
Taunting him out completely, and Uma Prime just escaping with a sliver of health. Overall, this is such an advantage going over to UC.
A lot more dominant early game by this team currently, as opposed to like just the original First Blood, and then the trades kind of started going in the favor of ANU in the last game.
Admittedly, though, this is exactly what they need to play to. They can't necessarily fall off early on, because then they don't have much of a redeeming feature coming on.
And if we just have a look at the vision, there's not much of it currently, but what is there is primarily relating to ANU.
He's sticking around.
Sorry, and here we
go.
go.
Wants to go for
the
it.
big gank coming in. Flash! Flash cocoon.
OMGG, the minions!
Oh, will he die? The minions are working away at his health. Survives by the skin of his teeth. But
lucky him.
He's I think he's a bit worried because Gragas is off there on the side there. Could he do a sneaky, what is it, his belly flop into the barrel? He's just mocking them now.
Take a look right here, though. It looks like Sion's actually trading really well, all things considered.
In the top lane, so it's going pretty well there for them, but this action in the mid lane, I don't know. OMGG just being so aggressive onto Flirty Boy, and it's a bit different. I'm not sure if he's happy with it, but
that's exactly what you need to do. Orianna is one of those champions who just wants to get that 3-item power spike, get as strong as she can before she goes into fights and wrecks people with her ultimate. So if you can deny as much of CS on her as possible, that's just amazing.
Yeah, of course. And after speaking a little bit about vision control there, it seems that ANU have gone and placed some aggressive pink wards into, well, basically the enemy team's jungle, that pink ward down there near red buff. So gaining a little bit of vision control. After that fight in mid-where, they pushed Pantheon back.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. They pushed Pantheon back, and in the end, they just managed to take it out for Philly Boy.
It was good work overall. Like, I don't know. The gank kind of failed. They burnt Pantheon's flash and Elise's flash. But look at it. Look at this. OMGG is just like, I'm coming for you.
It was a flash trade though, so Flirty Boy doesn't have his flash either. That's going to be so detrimental if they decide to revisit him again.
Still holding onto his barrier, which obviously is going to stop any like offensive burst damage. I imagine that could come his way at any stage. And
VZI gets caught out.
Is going ham here. Oh, VZI tumbling, doing so much damage. Ezreal blinks on, and yes. They fighting on that Morgana push, just not working out for them.
No, it's definitely not, because it may not do a lot of damage early on, but if you take a look at that Spell Thief's Edge, that's ticking along, that's adding to the damage. Not only are you giving gold to Morgana, you're also taking so much from the Thunderlord's Decree, and in the end, the trade doesn't go well for VZI. He's now 0 for 2. If he wants to pull out on this Vayne, then he needs to stop dying and then start just CSing, last hitting a lot.
He's definitely no Vayne Dictive from the last game, even though he's taken the Vayne, probably in, I suppose, tribute.
Here we go, the Rise.
Here we go, Scion and a Pantheon all coming in at the top lane. Elite Death. Oh, Elite, missing his skill shot there.
Yeah, but Elite has to run in the wrong direction.
On the wrong side of a Scion Pantheon combo, but he's spamming his spells. And Scion gets the stun and gets the kill as well. So it's a complete turnaround from last game.
It is.
UC are up 4-0 and a slow gold lead is starting to eventuate here.
Well, that's what you want. You always need a small gold lead. If you take a look at the CS, most of ANU are actually out CSing UC, so the only redeeming feature that they have is their 4 kills. If they can continue snowballing from here, then that's exactly what they want in order to take out this game.
So it's kind of what they're probably aiming for at the moment. They know they're down kills, and they know, obviously, that you mentioned before, the early game is predominantly more favoured to UC in this.
Yeah, and they're playing it like a T. They're doing exactly what they need to do, and I'm actually quite impressed by their plays today.
That's good. That's good. So they're going to try and hold on for that late game. So they're losing kills, but they're still gaining gold in other formats, which is good for their outcome in the end. So
Exactly.
Gragas making his way downtown, rolling along, throwing some barrels, killing that red. Oh, sorry.
Did you actually go for that?
Yeah, I went for that.
That was the worst.
Oh, well, sorry. I haven't got your pun-tastic skills.
No, you don't.
And I hate them.
Yeah.
Either way.
I've got him in a barrel.
IU Lovers just pushing them out there. Just that aggression from that poke that he can provide. Meanwhile, Elise, finding out the red's got... And Gragas, he is level 6. He does have level advantage and double buffs here. So Hook U is... Well, I don't think he spotted him, but he's walking away safely and going to do his Krugs. Meanwhile, OMGG, you know, throwing spears.
That is the big problem with Pantheon in the mid lane. If he doesn't... Oh, here's the Oriole miss.
Flash from sidestep, got ult to knock him back towards the Oriana. The stun from the Pantheon puts his shield back up, but he's unable to generate another one, and the kill.
First kill goes over to ANU. This is going to be so impactful on the map. It's going to help out Flirty Boy. So much scale into the lane. If you take a look at this, I was actually doubting this comp a lot, because if you take a look, Gragas just moves everybody out of Oriole. But if you use the Oriole before, it's actually quite strong.
Pulling them in with the Oriole and then displacing them with the Gragas ult.
Exactly.
So that's obviously, well, that's a dead Pantheon, and he's back up and he's running into the mid lane, where I believe their Elise was holding down that CS, which is pushing up against the tower now. Flirty Boy going to make his way back home. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, a bit of pushing going onto this bot tower here. I think they're definitely,
Pantheon ultimate.
Ooh, where's he
Cocoon
gone?
hits.
Somewhere in the mid river. There we go. Gragas caught out, hit by the Silent Star.
There we go.
Just a good combination of spells there.
Yeah, and in the end, 2 ultimates burned there, and a cocoon that just barely hit, but it hit Gragas while he started transit, so he went the full duration throughout the stun. Wasn't that effective, but hey, 2 ultimates for a kill, I take it.
Yeah, well, that's what they want. They want to get those early game kills, and they're doing what I'm assuming is part of their game plan, and it's working.
Yeah, it's working exactly in their favor. They've got the gold lead, and they're not dropping it.
I mean, here we go. What's the mid lane? A slight exchange going on between OMGG and Flirty Boy. Bot lane posturing. IU Lovers constantly poking down Vizzy there. And in the top lane, Sion farming up with his explosive shield that he happens to have there.
It's actually very interesting because Flirty Boy
is engaging, and I think that's a Rise ult. And meanwhile, here we go. Pantheon jumping onto that Oriana. Hook U coming in, Elise as the support there to try and help out and get a frag, but they're unable to do so.
Yeah. And the reason why Flirty Boy could trade so much damage just then to OMGG is because he's actually leveling his dissonance first. Normal Oriana players want to level their Q first, command attack, so then you get more presence with your bolt, but she's opted for more damage. So while you get less control, you get more damage. Gragas being caught out by a ward though. He's
spotted by the ward, and the bot lane are moving up, but he's done his little roll or dash away to get over that wall
Belly
there.
slap.
Belly slap, is that the one?
Yes.
Oh, poor guy.
Does a lot of damage.
Does a lot of damage, but yeah, he escapes unscathed. An unfortunate attempt that he couldn't secure that gank.
No, you couldn't.
So, standard things going along here. Any particular item builds that are out of the ordinary, or is it just like your normal stuff?
Everything's pretty standard here. The important thing really to note is that Hook U has already completed his echoes for the jungle item, which means that he will be getting a lot of damage from that burst early on. Over on the side of Sidestep God, though, he's building it, but he's not quite there yet.
Alrighty, so. And what about, we've got a slight disparity, well, a large disparity actually, 19 CS difference between our bot lane, but that he has really sporting 1 kill in comparison to Vayne's, I think, is at 2 deaths. Yeah,
not only does he have the CS advantage, he also has the money advantage from the kills. He's scaling very nicely. He's taken my advice. He's actually not going to complete that Muramana. He's going to complete the Sheen first. He gets so much burst from this. He gets a little bit extra damage because Sheen gives you mana. It's just all around pretty good.
Nice. But overall, the goal difference is only 1k. Sion fighting with Sidestep God there. Sorty doing Pantheon charging up.
Unfortunate.
That was a bit of a fail. I believe that was Sion's ult into the wall directly then. So
he sort of face planted over there.
Unfortunate. Tripped on his own feet and ruined himself. So Pantheon ult down, Sion ult down. 2 ults for no kills. That's a bit of a shame.
I'm just generally interested that, well, here we go though in the top lane.
Top lane, a bit of an exchange going on between our Rise and Sion, but I don't know. Scion, too tanky to take too much
Scion
damage.
is tanky and Rise takes too long to scale. So in the early game, we're going to see a lot of scuffles, but not necessarily.
Oh, here we go. Some flashes going out. Pantheon managed to get his snare, but unfortunately, Hookyu unable to hit with the cocoon.
Hookyu not able to find the cocoon right over there. But an interesting thing that VZI is doing is he's going for the Blade of the Ruin King. You might think, why is that interesting? That's not really interesting. That's something that Vayne rushes. But a lot of Vaynes are in debate with each other right now over what's better, to rush the Blade of the Ruin King still, which is not that impactful early game, is much more a late game item, or actually to go for the rapid fire cannon, which gives you more range, which allows you to proc your silver bolts earlier, and just generally more poke.
So there's now an item that increases the range of your AD, well, your
Just
ranged
one auto.
characters.
Just one auto.
Oh, that's still not too bad. Here we go, Rise, putting a bit of damage in on Scion, but like we said, there's nothing much you can do. It's
Wet noodle
actually
fight.
losing this exchange right there.
Wet noodle fight, right?
Wet noodle fight, indeed. Not much point. A bit, just maybe posturing for the sake of posturing. You know,
Yeah, if you have your ultimate, you've got to use it. It gives you some AoE on your abilities, so you can farm up while you're hitting your enemy. It's all good. You get some residual money. It's not a problem.
There's no point having a spell ready to go. You may as well have it on cooldown. So that way
Yeah,
you can use it all
exactly. It
the time.
doesn't really help you escape ganks.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Here we go.
Flirty Boy
jumping in, ignites. And there's one dead Orianna. There, barely a moment to live there. So. Hookyu, I think, picking up that frag there, unfortunately, onto Flirty Boy. Yeah,
Flirty Boy overextended himself without any vision, so I'm not quite sure what he was doing up there. Gets caught out, and there you go. That's all she wrote.
And the gold lead is slowly growing here for UC.
Very slowly, though. It looks like all things considered, ANU is actually farming up not too terribly.
They're holding on. They're losing the frags, but they're holding on in farm. And I suppose, it's pretty good. Here we go, sidestep Gob. Just harassing the Pantheon as he tries to go back there. Not
just
a
little bit of BM.
Just a tad. But IU Lovers and his support doing a bit of damage on this bot. Ooh!
Yeah, the Iceborne Gauntlet is actually completed for Ezreal, so this is such a huge lead for him at the moment. He can poke out like all hell, but here comes the Dragon Skank.
He's run down, but he's going to be spotted out by a ward and snared. Easily stopped there. IU Lovers and his support. I'm unsure it was Super Alien is, I believe. No, I've got no idea, so I think it's their someone.
It says someone.
They keep changing. We'll call him Super Alien, but a Super Alien working well to snare players there to protect his ADC. But yeah, the pulls he's putting down are doing work under the tower. That pressure, that gold generation that he's making is obviously.
You got the gold generation, you got the zoning potential, and you're also pushing the wave very slightly because it still does damage to minions. It's quite substantial when they stand on the full duration.
Yep.
And he's just doing so much work because every time we look in the bot lane,
Flirty Boy making his way out just in time from that Pantheon ult, and Pantheon's going to keep pursuing him. Pantheon's making space. Flirty Boy uses ult to try and stop the stun. Sidestep Gods come in to support him. And
Super Alien caught out.
And here comes
position.
Oh, Super Alien is going to get ruined. He's flashed out. He has popped ult, so Sidestep's got to stop. Shadow ult displaces the Pantheon. Ezreal ult comes flying through. Snare from Super Alien gets caught. Sion onto the ADC. Sion flies in. Sion stun, knocking up two. Securing the kill onto Orianna. And Rice, he's running for his life, but he's not going to be able to get it.
OMGG lives on a sliver of health.
Was that that was a 3 for none trade. I don't know how Super Alien got out there. He's the skin of his teeth. Yeah, now they're securing a dragon.
Yeah, they're going to take this dragon, no problem at all. But Super Alien, he flashed out of there. He also got healed by his ADC. So IU Lovers, he's doing so much work on this Ezreal with that heal and amazing progress.
Well, that was what, is this a different team? I know they subbed in one guy for UC, but. Well, it's made a huge difference.
That's it. It's made all the difference. You got that different shot call, you got that different environment. You say, we lost last game, but we've got so much morale coming into this one. And that's exactly how you need to play. You can't pull your punches, and UC are not this game.
No, they want this, and they want it bad. So they're trying their hardest to pull this towards themselves so they're in a better position for this third match, if it comes to that third match.
If it comes to that.
And it's looking good there. They're setting up well.
Yeah.
Gragas and in the top jungle, just farming away, as you do.
An interesting thing that we can note from Flirty Boy is he's actually opting to go for the Zhonya's Hourglass early on. He wants that armor to resist, to also do that defense when Pantheon jumps on you, because you can completely bait out his Heartseeker strike. It's all good with that item.
So he's would you say he's a bit scared? He's not liking how
this
game is going so far, so he's opting for them defensive items really early, I suppose.
Yeah, and Sorty, he's just not taking any damage over here. He's got the Mercurial Boots and also the Spirit Visage. That's so much MR coming out. You're not going to take any damage from that Rise, even when he's ulting.
Well, it looks like they're posturing for a gank in the mid lane, but not able to because I believe Gragas managed to ward aggressively in the entrance to the water, and Elise was spotted out. But
it looks like Elise might actually go for it.
Oh, Flirty Boy juking out the cocoon. And Hooky taking just a little love tap there from the tower, but nothing he needs to be worried about.
Yeah, that is the biggest problem with Elise's cocoon. It's used much more defensively than offensively because people can just simply either juke or walk out of the cocoon. When they're walking into you, though, it's almost guaranteed to
get
hit.
This tower here, they're pushing down. IU Lovers take the aggro, but he manages to get a Q off, and they do secure the first tower at 18 minutes. Pantheon ulting into top of the key, instantly snared by Rise, and the knock-up from the Scion, and whoa! The damage coming down there.
There's so much damage coming out from OMGG, and that's exactly what he needs to snowball himself. He's down on CS on the Orianna, but he's surely up on gold.
So it's a tower and a kill, not too bad.
Yeah,
and
not too bad.
Sidestep Gog engaging on this Morgana here. We're going to popping her ultimate, and Sidestep Gog trying to follow, but he just gets stunned right there. And he's that was some burst damage right there. The Black Shield not able to save the Morgana's life in that case.
Yeah, that's a little bit too much damage coming out from Gragas. He has got that Runic Echoes, so it's surprisingly bursty. You got the AP, you also got the proc from it. It's too strong, and Sorty's going to pick him up an extra tower here.
He's going to grab that tower, so that's the second tower of the game in 19 minutes here. A lot quicker. This early game comp is really working for them.
Yeah, it's definitely working in their favor. Their biggest concern now is not to drop it going into mid to late game because all of their champions drop off. You got questionable Ezreal, but everybody else is more or less going to fall off, get tankier as we go on.
So ANU's job right now, I suppose, is to what? Stall.
Yep.
Hang on as long as possible into that end game as they lose more objectives, which is going to make it tougher. But the idea is just to hold out until, well, they're the last ones living, obviously, and win the game.
It's a pretty hard thing to do because the map's wide open for them. They've taken top and bottom turret. It's going to be so hard to come back from this because they can pretty much dominate the jungle from this position.
Yep, so it's going to be playing from the back foot the entire way almost, and the Rift Herald's buggled off, and I think we're going to get the Baron coming in just a moment. So
yeah,
Baron's coming in. Anyone's going to go for it yet.
No, definitely not. You see, they don't think they're ahead enough to go for the Baron, and ANU obviously has that
poke. Getting hit by the Ezreal there. He's not happy with that. I believe it was a Mystic shot.
He is.
Something along those lines. Doing damage and also slowing due to the Frozen Gauntlet. So, Flirty Boy, just walk away.
Yep.
You're hurting me, buddy.
Taking a look at Leet though, he's scaling pretty nicely because he's got that Rod of Ages stacking, he's got that tier stacking, and that's going to be fully stacked before
Lots of aggression here in the mid lane. Only Pantheon and Rise missing. Nice maybe posturing to try and get that mid tower soon. Like they've got bot, they've got top. Well, what's next? Even grab that mid tower.
Makes sense. It's the only outer standing, and it's in their sights.
And they seem to want it, but that Shanna shield is, I suppose, preventing a bit of damage. And
you can just wait it out.
The poke. I'm a bit worried for that Orianna there. She looked like she might be able to get caught. And look at the damage going down on the tower.
That's so much zoning.
And here we go. Flash is coming in. Flash Cocoon. Pantheon ult. And the Orianna displacement ult there doesn't really do anything.
Sidestep God couldn't sidestep the first CC, which meant that every other one hit.
Yep.
And that was so long that Pantheon could actually channel his full ultimate and land right on top.
Yep. Exactly. Easy plays there. Well, made it look easy to make that catch. That Flash Cocoon drop from the Elise, opening that up for them there.
And now they might actually go for a second turret Super Alien get
I feel like they've got the power to be able to do it. OMGG diving in a bit far there, but Leet just making it out on his Rise, taking a lot of damage. Sorty tanking the tower. I don't know if that's intended at this stage. And, there's the pull from Morgana.
There's so much damage coming out of VZI. He pops his ultimate, but he's not going to be able to chase.
I don't know, that poke that they've got. Ow! The Ezreal, the Elise, even the Pantheon, all throwing things down, and Ezreal throws his ult. So close.
That was 7 HP.
7 HP.
7 HP.
Flirty Boy, Flaming Danger. It's Sidestep God. He wants to kill Hooky, but Hooky's going to possibly scarper away here.
Hooky does have repel.
Really wants this kill. And there's the repel. Sorty comes flying in.
Sidestep backwards.
Sidestep God. Shield from Shanna, and will they manage to get away? But Sidestep God's angry. He wants to kill something.
They need to change their names around because Hookyyu's just Sidestep got him.
And here we go. Hookyu gets the cocoon. Sidestep God's in a bad position, and he's going to go down. The over-aggression here it seemed unnecessary. You lost the fight. You lost the little game.
What a turnaround! It actually looked like Hookyu sidestep gone. And then later on, he came back, he sidestepped backwards once again to dodge everything, and when all of the abilities were on cooldown, he went in for the kill.
Smart plays indeed by Hookyu. I question what sidestep god just did right then. You don't want to keep feeding them any more kills. You want to hold out. You want to struggle to the end and not give them anything. And that was just, I don't know, I think like he lost his mind a bit. He wanted that frag.
Yeah, he just wanted it. He tunneled on it, and unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. Now it looks like Dragon number 2 is going to go over to the side of UC. This means that you do some burn damage on the turrets. It's going to be really strong for them because now they want to start sieging the inners.
Yep. Indeed, so they're going to keep pushing and working as a group of 4 at the moment. Pantheon and Elise splitting off slightly. Rise farming away at the top lane, getting some gold. I suppose that's all they can really hope to do at the moment. There's a 5k gold lead going in the way of UC at the moment, and it's just a dominating game so far.
It's completely dominating, and Rise right now wants to pick up his Seraph's Embrace because it will transform immediately. He's got 750
I'm really
on
worried
that
for that Orianna at the moment.
Yeah.
Look at them all making it. Oh, don't go too far, Flirty Boy. Please don't.
No, you can just leave it.
Just not a problem. There's no reason to walk out that far. No. And they've moved to the bot lane, and they're working on that second.
Yeah, this rotation from UC was super fast. ANU cannot respond from this because they needed to clear the wave in mid, and it's just a free turret essentially going over
to UC. Look at that minion wave helping them out, and now they're going to move their way back to the mid lane and, I suppose, try again, but the minion wave's not in there. They can,
but it looks like they're actually opting to go for the blue.
They're making their way together as a group of 5. Just sticking together, you see at the moment.
Exactly.
They've got their game plan down pat, and they're working.
No, they know that they're starting to lose their scaling right now. They're not necessarily a late game team, so they're just going to stick as a 5.
So this is the time when they're most vulnerable, you could say.
Yes.
We've got Flea Boys down below. Is he running away?
Yeah, he's running for his life. It looks like he'll escape.
He's escaping. Nice. Yeah, he's safely away. That was a lucky escape then for them. Like, they're just UC being so aggressive with their engages. They see something, they move, they're passionate, and they're ready to go.
Yeah, this is dangerous though, because now it looks like UC could just siege his turret.
Well, they're definitely setting up for it. Look, just the wave clear they've got available to them.
Wave clear is insane.
And they've got Orianna poke to try and deal with it, to stop this from happening.
That's really it. That's their redeeming feature from Team ANU. They really just have the Orianna
setting up for it. Look, just the wave clear they've got available to them.
Wave clear is insane.
And they've got Orianna poke to try and deal with it, to stop this from happening.
That's really it. That's their redeeming feature from Team ANU. They really just have the Orianna. Maybe if you put the ball in the correct position, dissonance can do quite a bit of damage. But that's pretty much it.
Sidestep God going aggressive again, and it's a risky play. He didn't have any vision jumping over that wall, or maybe from behind the red buff there. But still, at this stage, very risky. Hookyu killing himself a Scuttle Crab, and he's gonna kill a ward that he got.
Yeah, it's essentially free gold.
Free gold.
Yeah, it's also free heals because Elise heals in her spider form.
Oh, that's
so nice. Yeah, it's just free health, free money. Why not do it?
More money for UC because that's what they need. Here we go.
Lead though.
And we got Gragas coming up.
He wants to charge up his passive. Watch this.
Here we go. And they're going ham. They want this sign. They're trying their hardest. Oh, their spell's been
blocked. That's a lot of burst.
Oh, and the flash comes out from Sorty. And sidestep got misses. Zodi's at sides. Sorty's out of there. He's saying, no, thank you. Peace lates. Drop the mic.
Sorty is raw, and he just charged right out of there. You can go into fights. You can leave him as well.
He can. He left that fight pretty quick.
Yeah.
So, an unfortunate, Rise ulti down, but that's on a very short cooldown, I believe. And Gragas popped his ult
on himself
and missed because of that, I believe, the flash and then ulti activation.
All in all, though, Rise's ultimate is up right now. Yeah. It comes up pretty quick. Gragas' ultimate is already halfway up, but the one thing that won't be up is Sorty's flash.
Sorty's flash is definitely down at this stage. And I think all summoners are up on the side of ANU, and basically all summoners as well on UC. So
minus that flash.
Yeah, minus one flash indeed. But we could see a team fight hopefully soon.
We could, and UC just really want to group up for this, but OMG, he's going to the top by himself.
Here we go. Rise is really working with this. Lead's not happy and doing a bit of damage, but nothing really coming from it.
No.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane,
they really want to siege this. They want to take this.
Well, they've got the wave clear to make it happen, and they're going to do it.
It looks like Flirty Boy's doing a good job wave clearing himself.
But are they taking too long? They're now moving out of this early game, mid game time,
absolutely correct.
To the end game. Is ANU going to be able to rally behind this, or are they in too dire of a position at the moment?
They're in a very dire position at the current moment. It's very hard to come back.
comeback indeed. So Janna shielding that turret there. Oh, but here we go.
Oh.
Sorty throwing his ult, running in.
Sidestep
Pantheon
God.
coming in. Sidestep God comes in and manages to do an amazing amount of damage.
Turret's still up.
Displating them. Turret is still up and helping them out. Lead and their team. Oh, here we go. Sorty is managed. Hook you gets caught and he's how is he alive? There we go. Gragas manages to shut down Hook you. Super Alien get caught by a Janna knock up, but Sorty just managed to hit a four-man stun there. And oh, here we go. Here he comes. You love us coming in for the flag, but he gets hugely chunked. Massive damage going out here. Janna coming down, but you love us managing to kill Janna on the support. Lead chasing, getting the Janna. Triple kill for you love us. And ANU has to disengage here.
No, they have to disengage. We hear cheers for the Penta in the crowd. Doesn't look like they'll go for it in the end.
ANU are not letting that go.
No. You know, in order to get the Penta, you need the Quadra.
So a 3 for 3, but I don't know. I felt like ANU were ahead at the start, and then IU Lovers just from that flanking position managed to inflict so much. He got chunked twice, but healed it back.
That fight started so well for ANU. They took out some key members from UC, and then all of a sudden IU Lover out of nowhere didn't catch any damage. All of the ultimates were down, and he just came in flanked and cleaned up. He played janitor there.
He worked out really well then for them. And now, here we go, UC going for that Baron. And
going for that Baron.
Are ANU in any position to stop it? I don't know. Gragas is there.
They're all
Janna's
here,
there,
though. The only person who's not here is Super Alien.
Super Alien isn't there for the UC. Here we go, Silent throwing spells over. And then, that Gragas is definitely going to try and steal that. Ward vision, here we go. Can he get the smite? Oh, the smite does go to Team ANU. But they're in a bad position. Lead Def comes flying in. Super Alien managed to take out Gragas, and it's not going to Sorty onto Rise, and now it's what, a 3v5, and it's time to run. Oh, a huge ulti there from Oriana, but it's not going to help. Vizzy goes down, IU Lovers are still up, inflicting huge damage, and I don't think Flirty, but there's a Pantheon up, but he's managing to get away, he's struggling, he's staying alive, and there, OMGG with the spear. Could this be the end? Could this be the push?
This could very well be the end. Uma Prime is the only person up for ANU. It looks like they're going to push. They will get the inhib at the very least.
You can hope so. What can Uma Prime do to stop this? He does have the Baron buff, so he's putting it onto as many creeps as possible. There goes the tower. Inhib getting chunked very
it looks like they're just going to back off right here because Sidestep God, 5 seconds. He can wave clear this just fine with his barrels.
Yeah, moving away. I don't know. I feel as though they could have stayed for a little bit.
They're going for the bot inhib, though.
Yeah, they've got time. They've got 21 seconds on Flirty Boy. Rises back up. Z back up on his vein.
This is pretty dangerous,
health, but I don't know. Oh, here we go. Gragas moving in. Displacing them with his ult, and down goes Hook you. So they did overstay their welcome here, and they're chasing this Gragas. He's out for blood, but
nonetheless, it looks like UC are going to get out with most of their players intact, and they did get an inhib down, which is the most important thing.
Tower inhib, and a decent amount of damage on the bot tower.
A decent amount of chip damage that will stick around for quite a bit. Dragon is up though. Might be ANU's target for now.
Indeed. So a player for a tower, and now here we go. ANU going to grab themselves a dragon. It should be easily uncontested, but is it too late? Like, we're looking at a 7k gold lead, 19 to 6 KDA kill difference. Sorry. And that's pretty crazy at the moment.
It is extremely crazy. It looks like ANU is going to pick up a consolation prize, get their first dragon of the game. Otherwise, though, there's not a lot going for them at the current moment.
But we now are, 31 minutes into the game. So we're almost reaching that point where it's longer than the first game we watched. Will things start to turn? Are we going to see that Pantheon drop away? Are we going to see...
Yeah, we certainly hope so, because if you take a look over at the side of ANU, they're beefing up quite a bit. A lot of their key items are being built, and you've still got the Wombo. You've still got the Ori Ball on the Gragas, Ball delivery system, ultimate, get some people into that shockwave. It's still there.
Well, we're definitely seeing 4-man shockwaves coming out from Oriana. They've been really good. It's the problem is they're not as effective. They're not at the right time. There's no damage to back it up from the rest of the team because it's generally, at the moment, used defensively as an escape, and they're going to get that second top tower.
They're going to get this, and it looks like they can't really contest. ANU are just going to be pushed right back into
really
the base.
But Pantheon's in the mid lane contesting a bit with Gragas.
They even have to wait for this inhibbed lane to start pushing towards their base, because as soon as somebody goes to deal with it, UC are going to go ham on this turret.
Yep, indeed. But I don't know, ANU putting up a good defense considering their only wave clear at the moment in that top lane is Oriana, and she's the only poke.
Oh,
and here we go, Pantheon coming in, Sion's moving his way in, Pantheon makes a jump, Janna disengages them with her own ulti, but there goes Sidestep God throwing down massive damage onto Hookyu, displaces the rest of the team, and they manage to get the kill onto Hookyu, and now, you see her running, Sion taking huge amounts of damage, and he's popped down by Z, but he's in his ulti mode, his passive mode here, and then everybody's continuing this chase. Super Alien gets taken down before his ulti can get popped, and Gragas wants even more. IU Lovers is trying to escape, and he should get away safely.
But there we go, a 3 for 9. ANU are starting to come back. This is the late game that we fabled so much for them.
So some great defensive plays there by ANU. I don't know, the Pantheon, just Janna. I'm going to point out Janna there. She, I think, stopped Sion as well as Pantheon.
Yeah, that's just so much disengage coming out. And normally you pick Gragas for the role that Janna does, but because you have two, it means that you can save Janna ultimate. You can save Gragas ultimate for what Janna doesn't need to do.
Indeed. So ANU managing to hold on there, and they should hopefully, at this stage, that's got to be a morale booster. They're going to.
It definitely has to be.
To it and keep going.
Yeah,
definitely. OMGG farming up in the bot lane here, and a huge movement there. 3 players moving towards him in unison. Flirty Boy, Yumi Prime, and Sidestep going on Gragas. I'm going to call him Sidestep super aggressive, but I think that's a Yomu's pop right there to get away nice and quick.
I mean, you do what you have to do. If you're going to get caught out, you might as well pop your Yumus to get out of the situation. All in all, it's not a terrible thing.
Yeah, why not? You want to stay alive, and staying alive is kind of vital at the moment. So
I mean, I love that boogie.
So are we seeing that? Are we seeing that end game swing that we spoke about? I think.
Yeah, it's slowly tipping towards ANU. It's not quite there yet. UC still do have the lead, and if they move as a 5, they could very well take this out. It's up to ANU to not get caught out.
Yeah.
And let's just see how they do it, because Baron's not going to be up on the map for quite a while. Dragon's not going to be up either. All they want to do is push.
Indeed. And that defense then was just so strong. It was like the first real coordinated and effective play by ANU we've seen this game. So what have we got here? You see Hookyu and Super Alien in the enemy jungle, just hiding near the red buff, but no one for them to catch. They're not going to get spotted out yet, but Flirty Boy flirting with danger, but they don't know he's there.
They don't know he's there.
No one knows anyone's, and he thankfully moves back, chucks a ward down, and goes back up to defend that top lane.
But the one downside of this is that UC is going to push super hard.
There we go. They've thrown 2 wards over. They know they're there now, and they're all 5 in the top lane. They want this tower. They want it now. Ooh,
they want it, and it doesn't look like ANU can really hold them off of it.
That poke, the comp they have, just the Ezreal, the Elise, just does so much damage to ANU before they even get close to being able to return anything.
Yeah,
back.
and you're just throwing out those random dark bindings.
Oh, here we go. Sidestep God engaging onto OMGG, and OMGG burns his flash. So Sidestep God, I'm pretty sure he'd be happy with that. Oh, but Flirty Boy
taking down the half with just a Q.
I don't know, should he walk back under the base? And he gets snared by Morgana. Morgana puts down her... Oh my god, IU Lovers almost takes out Flirty Boy with his combo. Hook getting smashed here, Pantheon about to pop his ult, and he's going to get it right on top of Lee. Huge damage going down. Sorty takes it down. There goes Fizzy as well. Sidestep God's off to the side.
Taking his up Prime.
Flirty Boy getting snared again and taking lots of damage. Triple kill going the way of IU Lovers.
Yep, and it looks like UC are going to take this out. Zach, we're going to a game 3.
I think we might be going to a game 3. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, we got 30 seconds on VZI, who was the earliest one up. This one's in the bag.
I feel as though the game... Yeah, I think UC got the second game. What an amazing effort by them. 24-9, 36 minutes, and there it is. GG's all around. Well done to UC. Some sad-looking faces on the side of ANU. Some words being exchanged between these rivals. Alrighty, folks. That was a rip snorter of a game there. Completely different. An opposite.
Exactly.
Of the first game.
An exact opposite. And this is what we could only pray for. You know, we've got the team that's up, ANU, they're on 1 win. But we've also got UC swinging it. Now they're on the momentum.
And they're on that
This
momentum
is the final game coming up next. This could not be hyped anymore.
It's going to be an exciting third game. So we're going to have a quick Red Bull energy break, and we'll be back. Oh, actually, there's no breaks. There's no breaks, folks. They're going to go straight into this third game in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. So go to the toilet, call your mum, tell her how exciting it is. We're going to rest our voices for just a second, and everyone be back in 5. La la la.
This music goes on the gold aisle, alright? Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. We're about to go into the grudge match, the final, the third match of this best of 3 tonight between ANU and UC. Are you excited, Jimmy?
I am excited. Is everybody in the crowd? Come on, let me
I think
make
you
some
guys
noise.
are excited to see this. UC have brought it back to map. Well, game number 3. There's no maps involved in this. I'm thinking Sanson. And the bans are happening here. We're seeing Echo, Soraka, Kindred, and Trundle. So these same bands, and there's that set again.
These are more or less exactly the same bands as last time because the situations haven't really changed. They're still extremely overpowered, and they're not going to adapt to the picks that they saw before.
So here we go, the final ban. Will Maokai be dropped? No, Draven.
Take it right off of
my God.
Vindictive.
Have they done that on just poor Vindictive? A moment of silence.
I feel very bad for him.
Poor guy. His Draven is gone. We are not going to go to Bobblehead Draven Town today, which I'm sad about. But could we see the Bard?
We could.
The third match.
Bard's up.
Come on, Bard.
Can we hear a Bard?
We do Bard. Bard. TSF.
We do have double lift here.
Double lift. He's not even, he doesn't realise it. He never will, unfortunately. Here we go. CLG. No one cares about Chiefs. No, Egypt's gone. So
Egypt's gone.
Double lift's over there, man. He's sitting right there. Just go give him a high five. Anyway, we've got a Gragas.
That Gragas first lock in. Once again, he can go top.
Sidestep God?
Yeah, sidestep God.
God.
Could take it in the jungle. We'll like to see him in the jungle. Echo once again, super strong.
Ooh, you see hovering over Mundo. We haven't seen one. Is he in meta?
No, but like Mundo is one of those champions who never leaves. He's always got that cleaver, and he just is that beat shield that you can't rip through.
Annoying.
Yeah.
I do love the cleavers. Just chunk. Chunk.
The sound is so satisfying. Just
rumble. Oh, I haven't seen a rumble in forever. But there we go. They're swapping back over to Malphite.
Yeah.
And Super Alien will probably rock that and Morgana again because they're amazing plays.
Exactly, and this Malphite is exactly what we expected to see out of them because once you don't ban the Malphite, you leave it up to a team. And Malphite has been so strong in the first game here.
Definitely was, but he was being played by Sidestep God, I believe, and now he's on Swordy. So we'll see if Swordy can perform to the same level of standard that Sidestep God did on that Malphite, even though he did, I think, outplay him in that second game.
Yeah,
what on earth is that character? I have no idea what that is. What did they do to Ramus' splash screen? What was that? It was a turtle.
It's not anymore, it's a Maokai.
Anyway, they're hovering over the Maokai, and Leet has locked in that Ezreal.
Once again, it is the standard Ezreal, now going to be denied away from UC.
Good idea,
going to pick it up.
Because that Ezreal in the second game was just murderous. And there we go, Maokai locked in.
Maokai locked in as well.
Leet hovering, well, Leet has selected Ezreal for, obviously, Vindictive here.
Yeah. And that Maokai is just so strong. We discussed his powers before when he was banned, so now we understand exactly what he does.
Indeed, and who are hovering over Corki? Is Corki in meta now with that hybrid? You were telling me about that
package.
That item that gives you attack speed and also does the AoE magic damage. I can't remember, but they're hovering over a Bard! Hovering over the Bard. And an Evelyn, which is probably not going to happen, I imagine. And back to the Corki. Jeez, this champion selects all over the place. Yasuo. Corki. It's a tough choice here. Bard. Everyone still wants Bard. They just don't want to do it for us tonight.
Bard.
Come on, UC. Oh, locking in the Nautilus and then locking in the Corki. So
attack speed magic. What are you talking about? Nashes?
No, the cool one, the red one, the flaming one.
Ginzu's.
That's the one.
Ginzu's is not a thing on Corki. He doesn't auto attack nearly fast enough to use it.
Alrighty, good to know. Alrighty, so are we going to see a mid lane Corki or bot lane Corki?
It could be one of either because he performs well in both roles. You take him bot when you need more magic damage because your team is AD heavy. Looks at the moment though like it could just be a standard mid lane Corki.
Alrighty then, that's interesting to see. So what will Vindictive and Z pick for their, I believe, mid laner and support?
Yep, it could be mid laner support. We couldn't see that Maokai support. Ejim is no longer here, but he did rock it all the time. He's like the only support who likes to play him. Super strong.
Alrighty, well, Vizzy is playing support, so he'll get to lock in his own one, and it's a Braum.
It's a Braum?
No, unfortunately, Brand here tonight, folks.
Will this be a LeBlanc?
Will this be the LB?
Yeah, will it be?
The Illusionist. There it is, LeBlanc locked in, so Lee will be rocking that in the mid lane.
Yep.
Z takes his own Braum, and it's all down to UC to pick their final.
There we go, and I actually really like the Ezreal and Braum, because once Braum tags him with the passive, Ezreal can just take it as far as he can.
Indeed, like what, the 3 hits for a stun?
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. 3 hits after the initial one, not a problem at all.
So we're looking at maybe, well, they're hovering over a TF, so that's obviously a mid lane with an ADC Corki, and that's Darius and Garen. So no, just messing with us. Thanks, OMGG.
Well, let's just take some time. It's not going to be that important. Once again, the Pantheon lock-in.
Pantheon, so it is an ADC Corki with a Pantheon mid lane, so will LeBlanc fare a bit better?
Maybe, maybe not, because the downside to her is she doesn't have the shield that Orianna had before.
Indeed.
So now she can be poked out, and there's not a lot of counter play to just those spears coming over and over and over again.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried. Like that mid lane Pantheon was pretty dominating, but we did see the Ezreal get taken away from UC here.
And there's a huge problem with LeBlanc into Pantheon, because early game, a lot of LeBlanc's trade actually does involve her auto attacks. If you can get 2 of them in, that's about 100 damage. That's non-negligible. Now it's going to be blocked out from his passive. That's quite significant, the damage reduction.
And we've also swapped out Umid Prime and Flirty Boy. Umid Prime has moved back into the coach position, and I believe, who was it?
Setting up all of these amazing strats.
Yeah,
Umid Prime
look
right
at him.
over
You
there.
can tell he's speaking into his earpiece right now.
Yeah.
You can't tell it. He's definitely doing that. He's not. What am I talking about? And XXX Dragon Slayer is abandoned his team for the rest of the night, but you know that's all right. I imagine their substitute will be there, giving them some handy pats on the back and coaching them through this. So
It should be.
So it should be good. So is this another matchup of a late game, early game like battle, or are we going to see both teams going for like kind of an early
They've
game?
both got early and late elements. We see the LeBlanc and Pantheon. They're both early game. They want to snowball as hard as they can. Everybody else is late game though.
So everyone else is late game, but we're going to see that aggression probably in the mid lane between the Pantheon and LeBlanc to try and win out that early game.
Exactly.
All right, that's going to be exciting to see, because I'm a bit tentative. After seeing him play that Pantheon, I'm expecting big things.
Yeah,
but
we're
it
expecting
is
big
Leet,
things.
and Leet's, I think, one of his comfort picks is the LB. I'm pretty certain of that.
Yep.
What is it, 75%?
75% win
solo
rate.
solo
Yeah.
games. Yeah. So that should be pretty good to watch. But I wish we saw Sidestep God back on that Malphite in that top lane.
Yeah,
I
we
just loved
wanted
it.
to see. Yeah, he did
good.
so much, but it's denied from him. It's not going to happen this game. We will see a jungle Gragas with a top Malk.
Now, looking at this, to me, I see a Malachi, I see a Gragas, and I see a Braum. I don't see a lot of, well, in my mind, damage.
Yeah.
Is that all going to be relying on the Ezreal on Vindictive and Lead playing the LeBlanc to do all their damage?
Yes, of
effectively?
course. They're an all-in comp. They haven't really got any appeal for anybody involved, but that's fine. LeBlanc, she can reposition herself to get out of trouble, so can Ezreal. It's not a really big problem, and they don't have many flaws in their team comp.
All right, yeah, that's good to hear, and I'm excited to see that come into play. And your sniffles are getting worse here tonight. Poor Jimmy is getting sicker as we speak.
It's all right. I'm ready for a game 3.
He's excited.
I'm still
We're
alive.
excited. Are you excited out there in the crowd? Because I hope you are, because this is the 3rd game. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. All right, let's hear something. Who's supporting UC? We've got 1 UC supporter, 2, about 5. ANU in the house. Oh, it's a home crowd advantage for certain.
ANU's a bit quieter, but I think we have more.
TSM supporters? Oh, you're so cute.
I think that TSM's actually going to win this one just by crowd participation.
Just crowd participation.
Yeah.
They're going to hit the frags.
Yeah, exactly.
Get that mid-round control. Drop down on cobblestone. Hit shots left, right, and center. 360 no-scope MLG. God, this would be so much easier if this was CSGO, but it's not. We're watching League of Legends, folks.
I have no idea what you're
I
on
know.
about.
Well, that's how I feel whenever I hear you speak. I'm like, oh yeah, that's an item.
Yeah, it's an item.
It's an item.
It's a champion. It's an ability. It's a strategy.
Strategy is. Oh, you get that one. Strategy. I know that one. All right, we're counting down. We're about 30 seconds away, folks. Before we get into it, I've got a little bit of time, so I'll quickly give another shout out to our sponsor, Red Bull. Thank you very much for throwing some swag our way and giving us these delicious energy drinks tonight to keep us all pumped and going. Reload Esports for us providing the PCs, and SteelSeries for giving us some great headsets. Waroni, UC Life, UC Rec, and ANU Esports for helping out and covering this event as well. So we're 5 seconds away. I think we'll sit down and relax our feet. We're not like the gamers. We can't take our shoes off.
No.
Much
We've
too
got
much
next
professionalism.
best though. We have got some comfy stools that they don't have. They have to do with backs on their chairs.
Stools, indeed. Though, to be honest, if I took my shoes off, I wouldn't be able to get them back on at this stage in my life.
Way too comfy.
Way too
comfy.
No comfort in the slightest.
Nope.
Look at these. We got some spectators rocking some pizza in the crowd here. Got their snacks ready. They're in their comfort zone. They're giving us a wave. Good on them. I approve. I remember when I last ate food. It was a while ago. Here we go.
It was quite a while ago.
We're getting into it. We should see what the standard push out into the river area for the
More
warding.
or less, if we see the same thing that happened in the previous 2 games, they're just going to charge up into the river and not really move past that
So
point.
what do we got? ANU on the blue side with
Yes.
UC on the purple side coming from the top end of the
they
map.
finally switched their roles.
Switch their roles
Finally.
around. And ANU not moving as a group of 5 at the start of this game.
No,
it
they're
seems.
definitely not.
No, definitely not. They're going a bit slower, spreading out. And, well, UC kind of staying a bit closer together. And we're not going to see a lane
It's a
swap, I
standard
don't
line
think.
of scrimmage. You do this so then you know exactly that the enemy are not in your jungle without necessarily wasting any wards as resources.
Nautilus emote there, lovely. Just throw. Toss.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, that was great. I love that. It was riveting entertainment right there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Auto director, you are my god. Either way, yep. Just lines of scrimmage, as you said, holding down in that jungle area,
Not too
looking
much of
for
a
any
problem.
pushes. Defensive wards placed primarily by ANU, but I'm not sure if I'm seeing any ward coverage on the map for UC at this time. So they're
No, only ANU has dropped 1 ward. That's pretty much it. Everybody else has their
Yeah.
wards up. It's not that heavily warded. Vision's not that much of a priority for either team at the current moment.
Alright, is there a longer cooldown on the trinket ward now? Because it used to
No,
be short, that
no.
you used to drop it straight away and then
Yeah.
you'd have it by the time anything
Yeah, you
happened
drop
again.
it straight away, and now
Alright.
you can pretty much do it before the enemy jungler has fully cleared their jungle, so it's not too much of a problem. You want to
Yep,
get ganked
yep,
that
yep,
early
yep,
unless
indeed.
they do some level 2 shenanigans, like take their red and then go immediately for the gank.
Indeed, but we won't see any invades, I don't think now. But here we go. Are we seeing something different that we've been holding
Yeah,
out
maybe.
for? Wow. Okay, this is slightly different indeed. Gragas and I believe their jungler are working together. Maokai, or the top lane, sorry, to take
Yep.
out the Kronk.
This is actually really awesome
he's
to watch
doing- he's
because Sidestep God is starting on the top side, sorry. So now Sidestep God is going to meet the bot lane first, whereas Hook You is going to meet the top lane. That's going to be a disparity that they're not going to be prepared for if they decide to go for the ganks. But Leet wants to go
taking
for
a
the
bit of
trade.
damage. But are we going to see an XP advantage here for the bot lane? Because they did just take the Krugs and a bit of damage before making to lane, but I don't know if they got back in time for
Yes,
the
they
full bit of
did.
the
So
first
they're
wave.
going to
Okay.
get to level 2 faster. They're going to hit level 2 and they're going to go completely aggro onto the otherwise level 1 lane.
Oh no,
Oh.
Lee taking unnecessary tower hit there. Both himself and Pantheon popping a lot of pots.
Both people get
Z getting hit by
capped.
the Morgana snare. What is it? The old mate alien there, Super Alien, has been hitting them like really well in the previous game. It was amazingly on point for his
Yeah,
snares.
Morgana's not that weak if you can still hit the bind.
Oh yeah, you hit that Q, mint.
No problem at all.
Yeah, indeed. Nothing much going on up in the top lane here. Just,
Wet noodle fight.
Malphite v Maokai. Wet noodles, yep, as you
Yep.
like to say it.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage for a tank.
A massive slapping back and
Amazing.
forth. But we have a lot of early game pushing going on in this bot lane. They're really pressuring up towards that tower, trying to deny that CS, yeah?
I actually quite like how Lead started with the Dark Seal, so he's going quite aggro once again, built into the mid-guys. He wants to get those stacks early, but it also means that he gets more value out of his potions.
Yeah, indeed.
So now he's on slightly more health than Pantheon would like to be, but Pantheon still has his cookie.
He does indeed. Oh, does he? Oh, what's
Yes.
that? Is that a cookie?
Yeah, he still has his biscuit, right, left. Yeah.
Alright, indeed he does. Indeed he do. Alrighty, what's going on? I don't know. I feel like this Pantheon's winning this mid lane at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment he's winning it. He's got more CS. He's got the potion advantage because he's still got one as opposed to Leet's none.
I feel like the pressure he can exert on a LeBlanc is
Yeah,
just
going into a champion who doesn't have a shield,
Oh, here we
it's
go.
so deadly.
Where's Hook You going? He's going for a walk. He's exploring double buffs here, invading the enemy jungle. Might go for an attempt at a gank at top, but he's just going to probably take Grom. Die.
Might just, but here we go,
Here we
MGG.
go. Lead in trouble in the mid lane, but here comes Sidestep. Oh, flashes and does manage to get the belly roll. Hits his Q.
Red.
Managing to get lots of red damage going down. The first blood does go to Lead on the LeBlanc, and that's what we want to see.
That's what we want to see because he has got the Dark Seal. It's got 2 stacks now. He's on the board.
And there we go. Some exchange going on between Malphite and Maokai in the top lane. And I think Maokai coming away the better in that. And Hook U's coming in. Whoa, calm down.
Zephyr
Zephyr.
doesn't care.
That's a bit risky.
He doesn't
in my
care at
opinion.
all.
Meanwhile, some light exchange going down on the bot lane, but then I think only ANU coming out slightly ahead in terms of HP.
Yeah.
There we go. There's that harassment coming down from Super Alien with his pool. Dirty, dirty pool.
Dirty.
And the mid lane, we have seen Pantheon. Obviously, he died, so he's gone back. And
Yep.
I think the LeBlanc has pushed the wave.
It's
up to
very
the top.
unfortunate because OMGG was actually up on CS. Now he's going to be down and also a kill. That's so much gold advantage going over to Lead. It might be too hard for him to stick around.
I feel really happy for Sidestep God managing to secure that gank there because of how angry I think he was with the missing out on a lot of those ganks on the last game. Or
Yeah, exactly. So
pursuing
in order
people.
to secure them now, it must just feel good as a personal thing.
That flash belly flop, belly slam.
Belly slam.
Belly slam. I prefer belly flop. Really worked
That's what it
out well
looks
for
like.
him. It does indeed.
It hurts like that as well. Not for Gragas, for the
Not
enemy
for
team.
Gragas. Well, you know, he might feel a bit. Maybe that's something for a later patch. Gragas to damage itself.
A lot like
Apparently,
Gola.
can we pause? Sorry, guys, we seem to have a technical issue.
No, it's fine, because we're 3 minutes into the
you
pass, so we will
appear to
get the
have
pause
paused
when they
anyway,
get
guys,
to.
so don't worry about what they're saying.
Yep.
Snare being missed by Super Alien there, which is different for him. Exchange is going on mid.
Here we
Lead
go,
going for a
once
bit of damage.
again.
And here we go, the junglers are there for a bit of action too. Gragas fighting the Nautilus, but getting stunned.
OMGG does not have flash. Sidestep God.
Sidestep God's taking too much damage here, and he's going to burn down. A flash was just burnt by someone swapping around, and Lee is taking a heap of damage, but he should get away here. Oh, missing his snarey type thing. Oh, one more auto attack. Oh, he's not able to get it.
OMGG.
Wow, OMG, that was a big play.
Yeah, that was a huge play, and OMGG finally able to pick it back up, and that swung decisively in the side of UC.
It's everything's changed now. What will happen next? I'm
Who
not
knows?
sure. Good plays by them in the mid lane. Indeed. So
Trade to Dirk, so you could just last hit a CS, and then just throw a spear.
and he's also up on CS, so you know, advantages everywhere for him.
Yep.
Hopefully, Sidestep God can come back in with another one of those great ganks and save the day for Leet in the mid lane. Here we go, Maokai engaging got to the Malphite, doing a bit of a...
Zempire is at level 6 though.
Yeah, I don't know, this
That's what he
seems a
is.
bit risky. When did we miss that? Pantheon all coming down, smashing Z, manages to leap away a Braum, but he does get snared by Super Alien, has to burn his flash. Oh, Vindictive throwing a little bit of damage down onto Super Alien while that happens, but definitely lost that exchange.
Yeah, no, definitively lost it, but UC have lost a little bit of time. No successful engage on that. Did burn both the flash and the heal.
Yep.
So that's going to be...
And definitely lost that exchange.
Yeah, no, definitively lost it, but UC have lost a little bit of time. No successful engage on that. Did burn both the flash and the heal.
Yep.
So that's going to be two resources.
And while we've actually been
there
talking, ANU has made their way back up to, I believe, a gold lead as well. Yeah, slightly ahead.
Yep.
Somehow, down can always stay in any match, it seems, against UC.
They put the fun and fundamentals.
Oh, yes, they do. They're giving me a bit of excitement. What does Gragas do? Gragas is invading their jungle here at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like
no
it. It's not going to be too
coverage
much
that I
of a
believe
problem.
would have seen him going in as well, so just free Krugs.
Yeah, but he will actually be seen out, so that's a lot of rotation potential for Hukyu to...
Yeah, here we go. If he goes down through that tri-bush into the river, he'll be spotted. LeBlanc, I think, pushing Pantheon out, or Pantheon actually going to receive the blue buff from his jungle there. Yep. So Nautilus would have seen him going in as well, so just free Krugs.
Yeah, but he will actually be seen out, so that's a lot of rotation potential for Hukyu to...
Yeah, here we go. If he goes down through that tri-bush into the river, he'll be spotted. LeBlanc, I think, pushing Pantheon out, or Pantheon actually going to receive the blue buff from his jungle there. Yep. So Nautilus handing it over, I'm pretty certain. And he'll go back and have an advantage to be able to just keep throwing those Qs that...
Throwing it over and over again.
And here we go. Zemplar just engaging onto Sortie. Not really able to do too much damage because, yeah, 2 tanks in the top lane. Not a lot that's going to really happen
Yeah,
there.
no, nothing's really going to happen. Malphite is one of those champs who just doesn't... Oh!
Yeah,
VCI.
someone has DC, and that was what the pause is for.
He will be going down to that turret, no doubt.
Whereabouts is he in this? Oh, wow, yep. Yeah, that's not a very good position to be in, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's
If
on
we,
one hit and the turret's firing.
I don't know if we can control the camera here to move it slightly up, but near the bot lane's tower, just above it is VZ on his Braum, on... hazard a guess on his HP? No, you cheated, you looked. 21 health.
21 exactly, and the turret shot is like pretty much there, nearly on his face.
So that's an unfortunate disadvantage, but oh well. Hopefully,
It is what
you
it
can
is.
rally back from SDC. That we do have a little bit of time here in between. We can have a look at item builds, build paths. What are you expecting some of these players to throw down? We've seen the Sheen being built, but also the Manamune gravity. Sorry, the tier. Is he going for Manamune or is he going for Frozen Fist?
He's going for the Iceborne Gauntlet, without a doubt. It is just a stronger item to go. If you don't build that Manamune early, then your chances are you're not going to build it until you finish off your Iceborne Gauntlet. On the other side, though, it will be retaliated by Triforce. Triforce still the strongest item for Corki.
It was a quick pause, and unfortunately, we did see VZ die down there, and they conveniently gave the kill to the Corki. So Ezreal was going to hold out his own in the middle. Leet getting pushed under his own tower, but we do have Gragas side step God lurking in the rafters waiting. But he will be warded out if he tries to go for it. Meanwhile, they seem to have spotted out, they know where Nautilus is at the moment. They know Hookyu is going for his red, and is Gragas going to go for an invade? Will we see a little bit of a contesting over the red buff here on the red side? And he will.
It looks like
and
the junglers will meet here. Who's going to smite it out?
Did he walk in, or did... Oh, he did get spotted by that.
No, Hookyu doesn't have smite.
And he's been warded out. And here we go. Sidestep God is being spotted out. He's being engaged a bit by the Malphite, but they're leaving. But could they turn? I feel as though in the mid lane... Yeah, here we go. Pantheon is going to maybe throw an ult, do you think, and try and engage in that.
He missed his spear as well. He hit the clone.
That's unfortunate. Because I feel as though that Pantheon... Oh, here we go, MGG's dominated.
Taken down straight away.
You're too squishy as LeBlanc to stay like that close to a Pantheon.
You
it's
are.
Just so
and he
risky.
just jumps on you, so you're stunned. That's guaranteed. The Heartseeker strike, and he just took him out right there.
Took him out easily. Yeah, got a bit Canadian there for a moment, but that's all right. Zemplar still farming away on the top versus Sorty. A little exchange going on here, and he's moving back because I think he's worried about a gank, and here it is. Pantheon flying in, the flash burn from Zemplar, and it's too late, but Willie's hold to keep him safe. Oh my god, Corky comes flying out of nowhere and inflicts enough damage.
There we go.
And secures the kill as well, so IOU Lovers scores that frag. And
IOU Lovers gets
only going to get stronger.
He's only going to get stronger from this. He's already on 2 kills now. That Trifle's going to get completed up so quick, as opposed to the Ezreal Tower Spike. I just don't see this bot lane going in any direction.
So, Vindictive missing a Mystic shot there, which with no enemies around, trying to get a CS and unable to even secure that.
Unfortunate.
So, is there a bit of pressure building up for ANU now? They're worried. They started so strongly in this third game here, and now they're just pulling. Oh, well,
yes,
UC's pulling away. Yeah.
Yes, there is.
3, 2, 1, sneeze. Any moment now, Jimmy's going to explode. The pressure is built up too much. He can't handle this this high tier game. Anyway, we've just got Malphite farming away in the top lane. Vindictive doing what he can in the bot lane. I believe he's up slightly in CS, but down in frags, and that's a shame for him.
Yeah, ultimately that's going to be his downfall. Gold advantage though, still going over to Team UC. Not a problem.
Yeah, UC had pulled away once you got 4 more frags, kind of helps out. 10 minutes in now, no towers really being pressured too much. They're really enjoying, I think, this laning phase and getting as much CS as they can. Leet about to be pressured by OMGG. Is he going to go in? Oh, Leet exchanges a bit of damage, and here comes Sidestep God. Sidestep God gets the belly flop and the ulti. And OMGG shut down.
That may be what he needs in order to come back from this lane, but it's slow and it's steady.
That's perfect for the LeBlanc as well. It's extra gold for the shutdown.
Exactly. He's already got the Magi, so that's ticking over pretty well. Not bad.
The risky purchase item, in my opinion. I don't know, but you say it's in meta, and I'll believe you.
It's always a meta pick.
What Jimmy says is true. Take it. Gospel. He preaches. Jimmy preacher through. Alright, bot lane pushed up to ANU's tower, UC have, and they're just going to clear themselves a pink ward here. Free cash, 30
free money,
gold.
free wards.
Pretty happy about
not missing out on any CS.
Yeah, back into the lane in time to continue CSing away. When, I don't know, Corky's trying to catch back up, but you know, he's happy with his 2 frags over the top of them, I imagine.
Not a problem at all.
What are we seeing here? Is Gragas, do we get a Gragas? No, Gragas is just chilling. Probably waiting to finish off an item I think I saw then at a purchase, possibly a cloth armor. What would that be building into? The Icy Shield item.
Yes.
Yeah. Technical terms here.
Yeah, Icy
Glacial Shroud?
Yeah, Glacial Shroud, yes.
Oh, on point, Zach. Well done. Anyway, he's probably building into that, but they've spotted out the Nautilus. And LeBlanc in a really risky location here. There's the ult from Naut. Oh, should LeBlanc have used her thing? But she makes it out with a flash, just avoiding Pantheon stun right there.
Yeah.
Is it better to let, say, Nautilus's ulti hit you maybe a bit closer and then
leave afterwards? Yes, that's absolutely correct. Okay. Either that, or if you know that you can get sufficient distance so they can't close it in time, try and do that. It's one or the other. There's no middle ground.
All right. It seemed pretty risky in my opinion, doing the double dash straight away, but she did have flash up her belt and escaped, luckily with her life. But slight fighting going on. Vindictive taking a lot of damage. Here comes Pantheon ult into the bot lane. Z taking a lot of damage, and Vindictive's like, I'm out of there. Exhaust going down onto the Pantheon. Flashes going left, right. Vindictive misses ult. Incoming ulti from Malphite there. Huge.
The bind hits.
Oh no. And Maokai, what are you doing? You are out of position and you are getting swamped. The stuns, the CC,
Unfortunate there. He gets hit by the bind, which means that he goes down. Ultimately, that's going to be 2 people in ANU down. This turret's going down, no problem.
This turret's going to go down. And like, if you get hit by the bind, you're going to get hit by the Nautilus.
Yeah,
if you get hit by the Nautilus, you are getting hit by the Pantheon.
Everybody's going to hit you. You're going to take too much damage. You're just going to fall before you get back to the safety of your own turret.
At this level, they're good enough to chain their CC in a way that means you're never.
You don't want to
escaping.
overlap it. No.
Indeed. So, and now free dragon.
Yeah, free dragon.
Nice and easy there for UC.
That's going to pick up. It's going to be 6% extra AD and AP. Very advantageous for everybody involved there on the side of UC.
Now you see LeBlanc lurking off to the side there, hopefully maybe trying to get an assassinate pick, and they're going in on the Pantheon, I think. LeBlanc does manage. Oh, the flash belly slam with the Q, but is it enough damage? The Ignite goes down on the Pantheon. We lose Sidestep God, but LeBlanc does manage to pick up the Pantheon.
Manages to pick that one up, no problem at all. Sidestep God gets taken down.
Will he be able to get out, though?
Is just going to back in the enemy jungle,
no.
but they know. They know.
Here he comes. Hook you coming. They
might just have to execute. But no,
Lovers. Corky's there.
No.
Is he going to juke back? Civ HD! Oh, his passive pops. He's trying to juke the wrong one. IU Lovers is too smart
it was
for that.
bound to happen sooner or later. He does distract the side of UC for a little bit longer, so all of them miss out on some CS, but they do pick up that kill, no problem at all.
Will Vindictive and be able to pick up this tower because of this? I don't know. Corky's there in
definitely not. Israel, once again, doesn't really do too much damage towards the turret. He just can't poke it down fast enough. The only way that he can do it is really chain his Iceborne so then he can get those procs off fast enough. But that means that he can't hit his Q, which means that it doesn't get reduced damage. Israel's just a bad turret taker in general.
Bad turret taker. Not that good at pushing. Very good at the poke. Very good at the poke indeed, though.
Yeah, exactly. And he's actually opted for the Manamune.
He did go for the Manamune,
yeah.
So we were wrong.
We were wrong.
Oh, I wasn't wrong. I'm never wrong. You're always wrong.
Yeah.
Your analysis has been ruined tonight by
both no,
of
I
these
simply
in some
said
ways.
what was stronger, and he just didn't opt for that.
And if what you say is right, then he should have gone that. It's his own
He
mistake.
should have definitely gone for it. There's not that much advantage rushing the Manamune as opposed to the Iceborne.
Anyway,
so very unfortunate for him.
Light Engage is going down in the top lane. The pink ward being taken out most likely by the alien boy there, Super Alien.
Yep.
More trades. Here comes Pantheon into the bot lane. And
once again.
I don't know, Braum and Ezreal are in a worrying place. Ezreal manages to get his way out. Braum ult misses. Morgana has her ult on Braum. And Pantheon easy frag. And he should be able to get the second one. Nautilus is here just for a bit of,
Yeah, Lovers was taking most of that, but it doesn't even matter when nobody's hitting him on the backside. They will take this turret down, and it looks like they're in prime position to either go for another one or just take out the enemy's jungle.
Well, yeah, they probably... Well, no, they're not even opting to clear out the jungle.
Okay, whatever.
They're just going straight back. They're like, we got enough because if we look in the middle, Leet is pushing, but Leet, good wave clear, not really on a LeBlanc.
Not really. I mean, generally LeBlanc's max at W. Oh, here comes the depth
Here
charge.
Comes the ult, and there's the stun, there's the snare, there's the second stun, but away Leet walks, he gets ignited. Oh! They ignited the wrong one. Oh! Leet! Can he get away though? He's worried.
Don't backstep, Leet!
Where is he going? He's running into their jungle. He's attempting to escape.
Boy. Keep on running.
Oh, he's going to run right into Nautilus. Nautilus misses his thing. Oh, Leet makes it over, but he almost dies. Will he go back? If he goes back, he could have saved. No. What will Leet do here?
He's looking to execute.
Oh!
He can't go this way, though. He can't go this way. He can't go this way. Execute.
And he executed. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we've got Super Alien getting caught out by Gragasol, getting pushed into the tower. We've got Braum trying to get that stun off onto Corky. He's managed to fly away. Oh, so close. There we go. A few more hits.
Oh, he's got to be.
They've got to disengage. Hook you comes, and now turned against them.
That was so unfortunate. It was one hit off stunning Lovers. Didn't get it off. Braum went way too deep. And unfortunately got caught out there. Once again, advantage goes over to UC. They might just push this one down.
So they were ahead in that fight for a moment, and then they just kind of threw it away. And Sidestep getting chunked by Pantheon there. Here comes the Nautilus. The stuns are coming down, but flash by Zepla manages to get away. And oh my god, Pantheon is low, no health. Hook, you might go down to the tower, but he survives. Oh, Sapling Toss going, trying to cash out OMGG as he tries to run away.
Both of them living on such low health. They both misplayed that dive, but luckily for them, they just had enough health to survive it.
Indeed.
Didn't deserve it though.
I'm pretty proud of Zemplar for actually getting out of that situation where he had 3 chain stuns coming onto him basically.
Yeah, exactly. And Zemplar, he played that so well. He actually dashed backwards with his wild growth, and then he just moved straight off with the flash.
Indeed, popped away with the flash. And where are we looking here in regards to tower? So is this one tower each? Yeah, mid tower,
one tower each
for UC, and ANU's tower in the bot lane going down as well. Sidestep God back into his jungle.
Just trying to clear out all of this as he can because Dragon is up at 1 minute 30. He wants to get rid of everything on the map so he doesn't have any priorities. He says, I don't care, I'm just going
Will
straight
we
for Dragon.
see a contest for this Dragon, do you think?
Right now, it looks like it discernibly is in the favor of UC, but if ANU decide to do this, they need to change the CC very well on the carries.
Indeed, they need to get a Braum ult and then displace it. I don't know.
Yep, they need to dive hard with the Maokai, lock him up for just a split second so Gragas can get his ultimate in perfect position, and that's what they need to do.
So you reckon use the Maokai as an offensive tank as opposed to...
Well, you don't need to defend
back.
your carries because both of them have position abilities that can get them out to safety. Not a problem for either of them.
Unless you get hit by one of Silent A's Q, Pantheon's jump stun, or Nautilus's...
well, it can either only be Leet or Vindictive, and I think they need to prioritize on Leet because Leet has the Medjais, that stacking item that you want to remove from it, so that Vindictive just essentially gets free hits off. So he has got the Iceborne though.
So what's Leet's primary target? Because he is the assassin mage right here, right?
Yeah,
He's got to go. Is he going to go for that Corki, or is he going to try and take down?
Definitely has to go for Lovers because Lovers has got all the damage at the current moment. He's got the Triforce, he's got the Rapid Fire Cannon, and so much damage under his belt. Can't really deal with it.
So it's a tough one, I think, for Anu because that just the chain CC that UC are able to so perfectly put down on them is just really hamstringing them. Like one of them generally gets caught by something and then it all goes bad.
Yeah, it's just one thing leads to another, and that's really not a great situation to find yourself in. But it looks like UC is going to push this one down. A lot of wave clear.
Oh no! Leet gets caught. The Malphite manages to get Braum trying to disengage with his own ult. Down goes the Malf, using his ult to stay alive for as long as he can. Braum is easily picked apart then.
What a play by Sorty!
Sorty might drop, but he's too tanky still.
He's too tanky and just... Oh, here we go.
Oh, Pantheon drops in. He's got it, and there it goes. Ezreal down. That should be a free mid tower here now for them.
It should be a free mid tower, and then they can just fall right back to the Dragon to take that as well.
They could easily get the Dragon. Like I think Corki might be going to start it. But Sidestep comes in, stops them. They're not willing to risk it. They're
definitely not. They're just going to get a free Dragon, which can actually be contested by Sidestep because he's got his flash to get out and also his smite.
Flash, smite, body slam,
No, body slam,
flash. Yeah. But they're in a good position, I think, at the moment. They didn't want to risk it by staying around that tower.
Absolutely. Just take a look. Sidestep actually wants to do it.
He's going in. LeBlanc coming in.
Taking a look,
attempting to assassinate. Oh, there we go. There goes Pantheon. There goes Morgana. And they're focusing on that Nautilus, but he's very tanky. And unfortunately, Nautilus managed to secure the Dragon.
Nautilus secures the Dragon, but ANU secure the kills, and now they're on the front foot. If you take a look at the top lane, Zemplar is pushing this hard. He wants to get this turret out. If you take a look in the mid lane, everybody wants to start pushing this one through. And there's more than 10 seconds on everybody.
That was a really good play. So they displaced displacement from the Gragas ult, pushing them off the Dragon, allowing the LeBlanc to dash in, focus that Pantheon because he's already low enough.
Because when everybody is focusing the Dragon and you're all low, you don't have any attention to give to the LeBlanc.
So Zemplar's willing to engage on
Sidestep.
Oh, what's going on here? Here comes Sidestep. Belly flop. Oh, ulti down. Oh, already flash by Sorty, but Sorty manages to get his ult. And will Zemplar drop? Oh!
What a lucky dog!
I have to give it to Sorty then. He played that well. 3-man gank, almost managing to take down Zemplar there.
Almost, not quite.
And there goes the turret. So,
is
that that's a turret in the bot lane.
That's a turret in the bot lane.
Ezreal pushing that bot lane drew all of UC to the top there. Do you notice that? They all moved up.
Ezreal is on his power spike right now. He's got the Manamune, he's got the Iceborne Gauntlet, and also the Lucidity boots for that cooldown on his Q. He's just pushing to no end, and if he's not in the team fight, which is unfortunate for his team, he's pushing down a side lane, and none of his teammates died, so it was all worth it in the end.
A great exchange for the tower, one frag. And now the goal difference is they're clawing it back. They were something in the range of like 5k, I think.
And you're bringing it back, just
1K.
like Game 2. But Game 2 didn't go to their favor, so maybe they want to do things a bit differently. Got to give this blue buff over to Pantheon, though. He's quite mana-reliant.
It's such a terror with his spears that he throws. And that cooldown reduction helps. I suppose it maxes out at some point eventually, but having that mana to just keep throwing them is obviously an annoying point.
Yeah, it is annoying, you know.
But I suppose it's not as prevalent in the mid to late game as it was in that early game.
Yeah, he's got more spears than Brittany's family now with the blue buff.
Oh gosh, that's so bad. There's a sapling. It's a mascot for the night, the Maokai sapling.
Yeah, love the Maokai sapling. Love Maokai in general.
He's a pretty good
champ. A great champ. Take him top, take him jungle, take him support. Any way you play him.
So versatile.
Love it.
Either way, we've got a bit of downtime here. They're not really doing too much, but a lot of UC lurking around that top area.
Yeah.
I think they want to try and take down that tower. Pantheon.
You see a hard shoving. Two members of ANU are actually down around the mid lane area, so I don't think they can
Here we
defend
go.
this fast enough. This rotation's too fast.
Is Pantheon within range to result, or is he not even involved? But just the fact that he might be able to is worrying. Here he comes. ANU going to engage. They think they might, and they're going to be worried. Pantheon's not there.
Definitely have to be
They know
worried,
he's ready
though.
to man drop.
Yeah.
He's going to do it for Sparta. And here we go. Massive damage going down to the Z.
Oh!
There's the Pantheon ult.
Too short.
Oh no! And Gragas managed to throw his ult to the middle of it. Templar's getting hammered. Braum did throw down his ult for disengage. Sidestep God throwing in a Q, and they
OMGG.
managed to catch out OMGG.
Oh, the four-man knock-up again.
Malphite just ruins it for them.
Once again, the four-man knock-up.
And there we go, Vindictive getting caught out. Elite doing what he can against the tank, but he's not able to burst that down.
And this is why you ban out the Malphite. He has such a huge impact. You land that massive four-man knock-up once, twice in this.
Oh! Elite out of nowhere says, I'm sick of you, IU lovers.
Yeah.
Well, but
Take him
it's
straight
a
out.
minor consolation prize when basically you just got
No.
four for one.
No,
effectively.
and that's exactly what ANU need to do now. Not only do they need to pick out stragglers with lead mainly, but also they just need to stop clumping. Because that four-man knock-up, that wasn't the first one. They had another one in this game, and it was so detrimental for them.
Should they be focusing on, like, I don't know, roaming and looking for those picks?
Yes, they should be split pushing. They should be leaving their hard clear like Vindictive and Leet in the main lanes, and they should just be trying to get as many side turrets as they possibly can.
Yeah, leave the other three to try and push while, Elite is there ready to just pick off anyone who comes to deal with him. Because he should be able to 1v1 anyone except for obviously Malphite and probably Nautilus.
Yeah,
the rest are fair game. He should be able to pop them instantly. He just needs to pick one.
Well, he
focus
definitely
on it.
can't do it onto OMGG because he's got a more of Malmortius right now. That's so much magic resist, and also the magic shield that comes out will protect him from Leet's damage.
There you go.
Yeah.
So they're building against him, and they know that he's like, well, now not. He's going to start fading away into the late game as well as they build up more magic.
I mean, that is the
items.
standard build against them. More Malmortius, obviously a really strong item, gives you lifesteal when you're low.
And if we look at ANU's lineup, they're primarily what? Magic damage dealers anyway. Obviously, Ezreal's a bit of a hybrid, but Braum, magic. Well, Leet, definitely magic. Sidestep got magic. Zemplar, magic.
Yeah,
So
it's very
a
hard to
really
play
easy
against.
item build for them to build.
Yeah,
to
even
counter.
Vindictive, Ezreal is one of the more magical ADCs, so it's even harder to play as the side of ANU because you only need one item to completely counter the whole ANU team.
Yeah, and we have a look. We do have a lot of defensive. Well, is it more Maldoius, like you were saying? Yep. And what?
Locket of the Iron
Locket, two
Solari
lockets
is picked
being
out.
built there.
That's so strong, just that locket.
Double locket. Is there a cooldown when it can be activated a second time by another one?
Look, you don't get the passive MR from Locket, just the AoE MR, but you do get two shields.
That's two shields.
That's very strong.
Lots of damage stops, so you can't complain.
Exactly.
Alrighty. Sorty just killing some things or getting them low for OMGG to just get more farm. What can he build from this point actually at the moment?
Yeah, it's just so hard to build against the enemy team.
He's
but
got a Ruby Crystal, correct? So what would he be possibly building that into at this stage of the game?
Anything at all.
Sorty throwing up the, I'm not even sure what that's called. You play this game, you'd be able to tell me better. But either way, are they waiting? Yeah, they're waiting for the dragon come up. And I'm not sure. Is ANU going to contest? Their Maokai is in the top
They can't.
lane.
A lot of the vision is actually going over to the side of UC. They've got that pink ward in the brush, which is so strong because it means that in the middle of a fight, you can't clear it fast enough. It's going to be permanent
And
vision.
I think looks like ANU is just going to give this one away.
Yeah, they
know
definitely
stop
can't
it.
contest this.
Ezreal. Oh, very close.
Perfectly timed, but you can't really outsmart a smite.
Yeah, you can't beat the burst generally. Like you know when to. Well, at this level, they know when to focus that damage.
Yeah, exactly. You just need one shot caller who says stop damage, no damage comes out. Ezreal ult hits, says burst it, and then you just take it down.
Yep. So that's a second, and UC going to go for Baron. Could this be a risky play though?
This is extremely risky. I think ANU is onto this. It's not going to be too hard.
I don't think it's necessary for them to do them. They're in such a commanding position now. They're building back their gold. They're building back their gold lead.
It would
They're
be a
up in
throw
frags. Yep.
if they went for it.
It's just noted. Why is Braum ulti down? I'm not sure. Misclick by Z there, possibly.
That's going to be detrimental for their team. Hopefully, though, UC don't know and they don't engage with the next
during
cooldown
this time,
period.
that would be good. It's almost a quarter of the way back up, but it's still not good for them. Like
No.
Those mistakes shouldn't be happening at this point.
No,
of the
definitely
game.
not. Fat fingers, accidentally
fingers.
pressing R, not that great for VZI.
Indeed. And look at this, the shame. Either way, moving back, sidestep gob, clearing the Scuttle Crab, but he also spots out a pink ward, so he's just going to take
Pink ward
that.
is much more important than the Scuttle Crab.
Elite, I think, harassing someone in the mid lane there for a little bit, but not really putting out any damage. Just, I suppose, trying to say, go away, I'm here, I might try to burst you, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah. There are 2 people here, though, and Super Alien has been on point with his binding.
Oh, I'd be very worried if I was any member of ANU and I had, well, any of them are around me. Super Alien or Hook You.
Yeah, it's just very hard to play into. Because it means that you need to watch every single step. And in the middle of a team fight, when you're either trying to peel for your carries or trying to dive theirs, you don't have the time of day to really to care about the Morgana bind. And one hitting you out means you just die.
Yeah,
pretty much straight
I
out.
imagine ANU are focusing a lot on their positioning now because they have been hit by that Malphite, they have been hit by those Morgana snares, and they really do need to focus on where they stand in these team fights. And
it's that hidden entity that you can't really account for, and it's just unnecessarily more difficult for you to play against.
Exemplar and Sidestep Gob just looking at Hooky wandering past there on his heavy mode construction, I believe, Nautilus, possibly.
Yep.
Looks like
Deep Sea
Deep Sea. Looks like Ripley's suit from Aliens, if you ask me.
Aliens?
Yeah.
I think it's meant to be Bioshock inspired.
Yeah, true, you can say that too. But anyway, UC moving through the ANU jungle to that bot tower. They want it, they're going for it. Ping's going out. Oh, and Sorty might get caught out here.
He does have his ultimate if he needs it.
God flows down, his belly slam, Q, and they're disengaged there.
Yeah,
because they
you
know
see him filing up.
you can't take him down.
No, you can't. And take a look at this rotation. It looks like you see it just going to take this no problem at all. They're taking everything they can on the map.
They got what they could. It was an inadvertent distraction by Sorty.
Well, Sorty did that perfectly because he's Malphite. I mean, the perfect thing to do was just stand there.
Yeah, stand there
but
and
he
walk where
took
he wants.
a lot of damage, and everybody on ANU filed towards him. Free turret for UC.
He basically just acted like a rock.
Yeah.
Just stood there.
Yeah.
Distracted them enough. So
yeah, he was just standing there rocking out, no problem at all.
And then Nautilus made his way over, said, "Hi guys," and they were like, "Nope, we want no part of this," because they knew that at any moment there could have been a Malphite ult, plus, Yeah,
the map is wide open for UC at the current moment. They can really do anything they want.
The ward coverage is great for UC as well. There's a few scattered around the map for ANU, one near the Baron Pit, but
and this is what I love
about
UC. They never push up without having their wards pushed up as well. If they don't have wards up, if they necessarily have their wards on cooldown like their trinkets, they just don't go that far.
And you can see that aggressive line there moving through the ANU jungle. They've just kind of pushed it down. They're missing a few in the top lane, but I suppose they're not too fussed about it this point. But I imagine when they start pressuring that area, they'll start filling it up with vision.
Yeah, UC, if you give them an inch, they just take an inch. They don't really go for the mile because that's really greedy. They can leave them out of position, and they just want to play the smart game.
So I'm noting we've hit the 30-minute point here, and it seems like both teams are almost stalling out. And is this a tactic that they're both deliberately doing? Like they both want to stall out, or
I don't think that either team really want to stall this out because Dragon's coming up in a little bit under 2 minutes. Since last Dragon, there've been no fights.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm looking at these guys have been all at each other. All sidestep God just pushing onto OMGG while the rest of these UC make their way to that top lane. So hopefully he gets out in time. I do believe they did have a ward somewhere there. I think it may have just dropped, so they might not actually have vision on them at this moment. But they do have one near the blue buff.
Yeah, they have one around the Baron, so nobody can
they do
stick
have one in the Baron Pit. Yeah, there it is, But
nobody can sneak the Baron. Not at this time.
It's definitely stalled out at the moment. We're not seeing too much UC focusing on getting minor map objectives such as most of the jungle. I imagine ANU is sitting there doing their farm. Let's see.
Right now, the smartest thing for UC to do is just to constantly crash their waves into the turret of ANU in the mid lane.
Yep.
And wait for Dragon to come up, because one wave, they can just exfil straight to the Dragon and take it without congestion.
Indeed. So, do you think they've stalled out like this because neither team is willing to maybe take that
I'd hate to see that, because it's really hard to play for both OMGG and Lead. They fall off because assassins just naturally fall off the later you go into a game. Maybe they're willing to risk it for the other one.
Yeah, I think maybe the pressure's gotten to both teams, so they're stalling out a bit. They don't want to be the one that makes that play that goes wrong. And to be honest, ANU's probably feeling the pressure because they have been the ones making those plays that have unfortunately gone wrong.
Dragon Pit's vision advantage goes over to ANU, though. They might want to take this one. 20 seconds on the clock.
Will they be able to posture up and get maybe a clearer line of wards? They don't really have the blue buff area warded out against UC, so they might
They're only two realistic entrances, though, so they can cover it with
if they don't see them at one spot, they can probably guarantee they're coming from the other.
Their wards are going to be cleared out, though.
Clearing out.
Sapling's cleared out as well.
Oh, lovely ward clearing here. They're basically going to get everything except for possibly that one at try, but that's almost irrelevant unless the fight happens to happen over there when they're exiting the dragon pit kind of thing. Skullcrater's up, and I imagine UC will grab it for a little bit of extra vision, a little bit of extra speed.
Yeah, because this means that if they need to
pulled the dragon out, the dragon is taking damage, but lost aggro for a moment, but healed up it up. Thankfully, they were able to burst it down quickly, and you're not able to swindle that away from them.
No, that's going to be dragon number 4 going over to UC. That is so strong. Dragon number 4, it now gives you turret damage reduction for your team.
So dives are on the table.
Yeah. 20% damage reduction from turrets.
That's a ridiculous amount.
It is.
And with their tanky forward line that they already have, it's going to happen even faster. And
yeah,
harder.
because now what they can do is they can completely dive this, push him off at Pantheon.
Now Pantheon coming in, he's going to land directly onto... but lucky the body slam there from Gragas. Ulti coming down from Braum, but the turret does go down midway. Maokai's ulti is keeping them all alive, but no damage is going to Anu. He's getting caught exhausted and smashed down by Corki. Zemplar almost dropping in. We have a pause. But quickly we can already see Corki onto Gragas.
Alright, so what's going to happen here is Zemplar is going to go in and 1v5 pentakill.
He's got the god mode ready. He knows it's about to happen. If what Zemplar should have done at this point was take advantage of the fact that there was a pause and just knock them in the back of the head while they're sitting there.
Exactly.
A little bit of underhanded violence, you know. But this is amazing for UC. They just...
They caught an amazing
fight. 4 for none.
Once again, Sorty manages to get a 3-man knock-up in the middle of all of that, and that just secured all of the kills to them.
So from my perspective, I look at this, they stayed alive. They lasted a while, ANU, in that fight. But they did no damage. Is that because of the comp they've built is literally centered around Leet and Vindictive. Leet got instantly exhausted when he tried to go in, and then the stun chain happened.
Just needs to take out Corki. Are you lovers? Everybody else though just needs to stay alive. Indeed. This is a slow fight, and Ezreal wins this slow, but unfortunately, they just took it way too fast and they died.
The all-ins just keep happening. When Vindictive and Leet should be lurking to the sides while they engage on their tanky champions, and they hold out for a bit longer, and you guys are kind of ruining it for us.
Well, we kind of assumed what was going to happen. So 55 seconds on the clock for all of the players. It doesn't look like they're going to recover.
We'll leave it. We won't ruin it for the crowd. Who knows what happens, guys? It's okay. Maokai's got this. Just on the nose. Don't tell anyone though.
Yeah. It's a secret. Super secret.
The players just having a chat. They're obviously not giving away who's successful here, thankfully enough. And they're all obviously got smiles on their face. Both teams just keep me tricked.
Yeah, we have no idea how it's going to go. 4 seconds.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see if Maokai gets out alive. No. Pantheon with the double kill. And, well, it should just be because he hadn't tanked the
time. There you go. Once again, the shortest death timer is VZI. 30 seconds on the clock. Inhib going down.
Pushing down that Inhib. Making their way into the mid.
They're on full health. They can just tank the turrets.
Full health. See, that's the point I made out. There was just no damage dealt to them as they had that team fight.
Sorty taking out damage here.
ANU really crippled themselves by not focusing on a more versatile champion selection.
They had a lot late, nothing really early, so they didn't even have the chance to
outplay that primary selection of magic damage as well. So easily countable.
Easily countable with just one item. There we go. And here we go. Victory to UC.
Victory to UC. So we have our champions, ladies and gentlemen. Let us get a round of applause for UC.
Intervarsity ANU vs UC champions, ACT region.
ACT region representing UC champions. And let's give a round of applause to the home team, ANU, for trying so hard and wowing us so much in that first game, but not quite able to bring it for the second. There we go. So, another heads up, there will be a rematch, a grudge match. These two teams, they've not had enough. The DCs that happened, unfortunately, due to technical issues, have put the ANU boys on a slide tilt, and they're going to get themselves back up straight at a later date at a reload event at the Reload Bar and Games. And, I've just been informed also, no, it's going to be a full-on rematch. So, while UC did walk away with a technical victory tonight, they will not be awarded the coveted Red Bull Championship Cup thing trophy. Trophy's the word I'm looking for. So
trophy is what?
We'll have a rematch at a later date. I obviously don't have that. I've been informed soon. So put that in your calendar and be prepared for soon. Yeah. We might have another team step up and take ANU's place, who knows. Tony Abbott's Daughters, I hear, are the unofficial #1 champion league team in the Canberra region. Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. So, we've got the Reload after party, everyone. If you grab one of those flyers, take it on down to Reload, you'll be able to get a 2-for-1 drink. We need to give a quick shout out before you all go to Red Bull. Give them your thanks. Buy some drinks if you get a chance. At a later date when they're not for free. But enjoy the free ones so far.
Yeah, enjoy all the free ones while you can.
Big ups to ANU Esports, UC Life, UC Rec, and Waroni for helping us out and doing a bit of coverage for this. Thank you everyone for coming. I hope we weren't too terrible. I'm Zach Pattersoni Patterson, and my co-caster, Jimmy Preacherfu. He's a real caster. He's sick. He did this for you. We're out.
Just for the love.
He came for the love because he's so invested in this sport.
I love League of Legends.
I was here for the free Red Bull, honestly. And
To each his own.
to each his own. It's how we do. And thanks everyone for coming. We're out.